Rahul Gandhi, in fact, has arrived to meet the late Haryana top cop who allegedly died by suicide. Let's quickly cut to the visuals. And in fact, the new twist there, if we have to speak about, Chandigarh Police also have now issued a notice to IAS officer Amneet Puran Kumar, wife of the late officer, seeking Y. Puran Kumar's laptop. The device reportedly holds the draft suicide note and could be key to verifying who wrote it, when and why. The family on its part says Amneet has already handed the device over. She had found the laptop at home and handed it over to the cops. In another major development, DGP Shatrujeet Kapoor has been sent on leave amid growing pressure over the alleged suicide of IPS officer Y. Puran Kumar. Rahul Gandhi there, in fact, has arrived at the residence of Y. Puran Kumar to meet his wife and his family members and extend his condolences. It was quite a high-profile case, very tragic, that a top cop from Haryana, in fact, had to allegedly die by suicide. A lot of developments there taking place in connection with the cop suicide. DGP Shatrujeet Kapoor has been sent on leave amid growing pressure over the alleged suicide of IPS officer Y. Puran Kumar. The decision follows the transfer of Rohtak SP Narendra Bijarnia and comes as the Kumar's family demands strong action against the senior officials named in the suicide note. The 2001 batch IPS officer who tragically took his life on October 7th had in his final note accused Kapoor, Bijarnia and 6 other senior officers of caste-based harassment, mental torture and public humiliation. His wife, IS officer Amneet P. Kumar, has insisted that both officers be named in the FIR and held accountable, withholding consent for the post-mortem and cremation until it is taken. Action is taken. During the leave period of DGP Shatrujeet Singh Kapoor, the governor of Haryana has assigned Om Parkash Singh the additional charge of Director General of Haryana. Om Parkash Singh is currently serving as Managing Director, Haryana Police Housing Corporation, Panchkula. The case has sparked political attention, with many politicians visiting Kumar's family to offer support and demand immediate action. Among them, Rahul Gandhi, the Lok Sabha LOP and Congress MP, who has already arrived at the residence of Y. Puran Kumar. Let me quickly, in fact, go across to Gurinder Singh Dhillon, former ADGP Law and Order Punjab. He joins me live with more details on the same. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Singh. You know, it's such an unfortunate incident that, a top cop literally had to lose his life for attention to fall on this serious matter. How do you really read the rapid developments that we've been witnessing in this particular case, starting with the DGP, Shatrujeet Kapoor, has also been sent on leave?
Thank you for having me, and good morning to you and the listeners. Please, first of all, I don't have experience in my life facing such a tragic, painful event where a senior IPS officer will commit suicide under the coercive circumstances. Now, this is very shameful, and you can imagine the whole incident has two parts. One is the pre-suicide, and other is the post-suicide, and third one itself is the tragic event, the suicide. You will find that his suicide note, which is very detailed, is drafted and signed by him at every page. It names directly Mr. Shatrujeet, who has, of course, proceeded on leave. Yesterday, I went to meet along with my wife Ma'am Amneet and her family. And you can imagine it was so painful. Now, the pre-suicide thing is you will find there is a case of systemic failure, harassment, discrimination, lack of proper cadre management, and it appears from his suicide, it is clear also that based on some anonymous and pseudonymous complaints, he was being harassed. Since 2019-20, he has been representing in writing to various authorities, competent authorities, but there was lack of proper internal redressal mechanism. Then postings and transfer, which appear to be punishment postings, because he was raising his voice in writing. All this shows that it is not that only one trigger caused it. It was persistent, acute problem which Haryana police was having by default in it. Maybe other police also have, but here we have got a case where now we have we are facing a situation where 2001 IPS officer from the scheduled caste category, Puran Kumar, he has committed suicide. Now, just imagine another thing. His suicide note. Now, suicide note has a legal validity, sanctity of a very high level. Now, post-suicide, the inaction on part of police is more alarming. That also clearly shows that the influence and nexus is continuing. He dies on 7th of October. FIR is registered on 10th of October, delay of almost 3 days. While law clearly says that once the complaint has been filed for a cognizable complaint, there can't be no delay, as even the constitutional bench in Lalita Kumari versus UP state case had decided that police has got no authority to verify the contents of the complaint if it speaks of cognizable offense. But still it was delayed. Then the second point which comes out when I went to them and met them, it was reported that instead of naming the accused, they have put unknown people to be responsible for this act. Now, see, there is a naming of the DG of the state. It is very well known that he's a very DG, powerful DG. He should have proceeded on leave much before this. When I came out of after meeting the family yesterday, and there was a media team, I interacted with multiple media teams, and I really said that the first thing that is the start will be the start of it, that DGP Haryana proceeding on leave, or he may be asked to proceed on leave. Thankfully, he has proceeded or he has been asked to go on leave. That's a good start, but this is not the end. Another part is that what has been observed from the FIR and further events, it is again sounding. I remember when one colonel in Patiala was beaten, the FIR was registered, one FIR, unknown people. Then that strong lady went to the Honorable High Court, and ultimately that case landed into CBI's net. I do feel at this level, whatever I observed yesterday and whatever is in public domain, including the suicide, I feel since the case is of Chandigarh Police, it is a UT, His Excellency Governor of Punjab, or MHA directly, or CM of Haryana. He is sitting on a constitutional post. He is not selected. He is elected by the voters. He should not get mixed up with IAS or IPS officer. He may also recommend, and MHA should also recommend this case to be given to the sit by the CBI so that truth prevails. Now,
right,
one
Mr. Dillon,
point.
Mr. Dillon, I'll request you to continue to stay with us and hold on to your thoughts. I'm going to quickly come to you. Let me also go across to Mr. Sandeep Dikshit. He's a senior journalist, joins me over the phone line. Sandeep, Rahul Gandhi has just reached Y. Puran Kumar's residence. You know, what kind of political pressure does this visit really put on the Haryana government?
Yeah, there is already a lot of political pressure on the Haryana government because according to reports, PM Modi was to come here on October 17th and he's cancelled the visit. The Haryana government has also cancelled all the celebrations there. because as ADGP Dhillon said, this is a very serious case, extremely grave case, where the officer has been complaining since 2020 about systematic harassment. So Mr. Rahul Gandhi is also jumping into this grave tragedy, and he's trying to express solidarity with the dead officer's family and everything, and that he has to do because this case has very, very wide ramifications. Let me tell you, there is sentiment not just in Haryana but also in Punjab and other states about, and they're watching and seeing what various parties are doing to bring the people mentioned to justice. So in that sense, of course, this is a moment where Rahul Gandhi actually has no option but to really express solidarity with the dead officer's family and to urge punishment. But on a wider level, if you notice, we have the NCRB reports. All over India, atrocities against Dalits have been increasing. And on the other hand, the conviction rate has been falling. So obviously, there is a lot to be done on a structural basis, on an all-India basis. So while, yes, complete political solidarity should be there with each instance of Dalit atrocities, but at the same time, a lot of things have to be done on an all-India basis to really curb atrocities against Dalit. It is a shame that we still have, something around 60,000 registered cases of atrocities every year against Dalits. So there's this wider thing to be seen also. And of course, all eyes are now on the government to see, because Chandigarh comes under the UT government. So all eyes are upon the central government to see what action it takes in this case. Because as ADGP Dhillon pointed out very explicitly, this is a really extremely tragic case where Indian police service officer has to take the extreme step because of systematic harassment over a period of 5 years that had gone unheard completely.